Hi everybody, Zach here for another episode of our flagship program, The Spidey-Dude Experience. This episode is brought to you by our loyal patrons over at patreon.com/Spidey-Dude Network. Pledge today and get both early access to content on the main channel, as well as entirely exclusive content, like brand new shows and commentaries for old Spidey stuff, including commentaries for the MTV series, for example, as well as the video editions for Voices from the Area Gargoyles podcast. And our Patreon first show focused on the Krakoan era of X-Men. We also want to encourage you to check out our other programs that are all available on Audio Edition. These are all over on Spidey-Dude.com, and they're available on your favorite podcasting app. Shows like Clone Saga Chronicles, the show that started this entire network, Spectacular Radio, Spectacular Sal Buscema era podcast, Amazing Spider-Man Classics, the Slot Symposium, and the sister program on this channel, Make Mine Mayday. As always, be sure to hit the like button. It really does help us big time in the algorithm. And additionally, if you have topics you'd like to cover on a live show or in a recorded medium, make sure to leave a comment down below the description or shoot us an email at SpideyDudeRadioNetwork@gmail.com. Finally, make sure to join our community. Be alerted to all new updates by hitting that subscribe button and clicking on the bell. But to be clear, your viewership is more than enough for us. And if you want to hang out with us off YouTube, you can always go to our Discord, where we have all sorts of fun stuff, or you can join us on our social medias and follow us there. All the links are down in the description below. As always, we want to be making some references to visual aids and or live comments. If you're an audio listener, pay that no mind, but leave that 5-star review for us. Any and all feedback we will read on future episodes. Thank you, and without further ado, let's get rolling with this episode of the Spidey-Dude Experience. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Spidey-Dude Experience. I'm Zach Joyner, your friendly neighborhood webmaster of Spidey-Dude.com and executive producer of the Spidey-Dude Radio Network. Thanks again for watching us live. If you're watching us right now, if you're watching us after the fact, we are always on YouTube, so like, share, and subscribe for us. And as always, I'm not alone when we do these programs. The stalwart of the show, Adam, joins me fresh off of San Diego Comic-Con. How was it?
I am here. Yes. It was busy, exhausting, but it was pretty fun. It was I think it's officially back.
Yeah.
I think last year, you know, it was back, but this year I think we're definitely back.
We're back, baby. All right. We are so back. And adding to the stage, Mr. Grumps himself, the old guy. Fresh off of a colonoscopy. How was it, buddy? I can't hear you. No, can't hear you now. I just read your lips. No, I literally just read your lips, I swear. You may have to leave and come back. Yeah, we can hear you now. All right.
All right. Yeah, I recommend that pleasurable experience for everybody. It's like going to a roller coaster. I had my hands up the whole time, going wee. But let's just say the procedure wasn't that bad. The following days, it was like I took the one chip challenge 15 times. You know what they say, it hurts going in, but it's 10 times worse coming out. So,
and that's Walter's medical report, everybody.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to distract because, like...
Yeah, I'm watching you and going, what the hell are you doing? You decide to tinker with your desk in the middle of the show?
Well, it's just that I wasn't going to be loud enough, damn it.
We're professionals.
Well, listen. How I wanted it was right here. I got a new stand for my camera. So that's the problem.
And your mic is pretty limp. Maybe you need some Viagra.
No, my microphone. I need a new microphone. That's what I really need. This thing is getting. This part right here is getting really worn out. So,
Okay.
to kind of go over, I got some things to share. So,
Okay, can we do something before that, sir?
what do we want to do?
What happens on September 21st?
I don't know what happens on September 21st.
Two teams face each other.
Oh God, it's too early for this shit.
Oh no, because the next show's right after it.
Okay.
It's a bet time.
Oh God. All right. So, what's the parameters of the bet?
Well, I'm not going to make you cosplay. How's that?
I'm more terrified about what you want to do other than cosplay, but go on.
There will be a penalty involved on which team loses.
Okay.
That has to happen on stream.
Okay.
Okay, what two things we can say that we both actually have that people can see?
Bold ass heads.
And
Beards. Okay.
have to be gone. You do it on stream. And you have to do the rest of the stream with half a beard.
That's extremely messy.
Yeah. But
all right. You know what? I will accept that challenge. I would rather look like a damn fool.
You have such a winning record with me, so good luck.
I know. So, okay. God dang. Okay.
It just looks like it's going right up your nose.
Yeah, so this is what it looks like. All right, so let's talk a little bit about so we will talk extensively about Ultimate Endgame, because that is something that is going to happen. Ultimate Spider-Man number 24 is the final issue of this volume. We will go into this a lot on next week's show, but I wanted to touch upon it because I know Walter will be in the comments section, not live on the program. But yes, Ultimate Endgame is the final issue, or is the new miniseries. The final issue of Ultimate Spider-Man will be coming out in December. So that is kind of that. Walter, thoughts? You were muted. You're talking and I can't hear you.
Here you go.
All right.
But
don't mute yourself because clearly something with the StreamYard and you is not agreeing with each other.
Yeah. It doesn't like my microphone close. I could just do this and you can still hear me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why you sound like you're in a hole. You're using the onboard microphone. Okay. All right.
No, I'm using
the headphones. Okay.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the Ultimate series. I think it's been the best series that Marvel's pulled out in decades, to be honest with you. I mean, all the event stuff has been uninteresting, and the build-up has been extremely well done. I'm one of those persons that kind of hope it would continue, but
it
I don't
probably
think
will.
it goes. I think they're getting tired of the comparison of, especially with the Spider-Man thing. You have Mary Spider-Man who's doing the sales and doing that, so on and so forth.
Maybe, but I don't know. It's usually in the top 5 of sales every week that it comes out. So I don't know. They'd be a bit foolish to totally get rid of it. I think.
I'm kind of suspicious.
I think they'll relaunch it because a new #1 equals more variant covers equals more sales to shops. So, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. If it ends, that's fine with me.
But here's the problem. I don't think Hickman's going to stay, though.
No, probably not.
Uh,
There will probably be a new creative team. Maybe Kaketo will stay, but I don't know.
I'm going to be very interested to see what happens next because
yeah.
And again, when we have Neil on, he's not going to be on this episode, but he's going to be on next week, and we'll talk about this.
Oh,
I know. And Ashley, because she was also there. Adam got to meet and see Ashley. It was lovely. So yeah, we'll talk about this, more extensively. But they've been building to this story for 2 years.
Yeah,
especially if you're reading the other stuff. And if you have not been reading Ultimates, maybe you catch up on it. Because I think that stuff's. I will say this: Incursion has not been great.
And
I think just
like
two issues read.
Yeah, but everything's pretty much hitting on all cylinders. I mean, that's impressive considering there's one main guy behind it all. He pretty much has control over that whole universe, and it's laser focused. The artwork has just been consistent, and the stories have, even though there's been some lulls, but I think that was done on purpose for everybody to get a chance to catch their breath because the buildup was continuing. But my concern is if they do choose to go on, the person that has the laser focus is probably not going to stay around. He wants to move on to a different project. And then we get the House of Ideas and how well their track record was. And just like we have a character in Amazing Spider-Man that kind of looks like a reject from Captain Planet.
Captain Planet, hero, gonna take pollution down to zero.
I figured the '90s kid will get that.
I hated Captain Planet, but it had a bitchin' thing.
Yeah, but hopefully it won't be like what I'm thinking, and it will. If it does continue, it'll still be at the same quality as we have been experiencing.
More to come. We will talk definitely about it more next week with Ashley and the entire gang of the Ultimate Group. Hopefully we'll have Javi too. I miss Javi. All right, so let's talk a little bit. Hasbro made some reveals this weekend.
Oh yeah, I didn't get over there this time. Sorry, Zach. Didn't get to snap pictures. Like I said, it was busy.
But they announced.
I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to do that.
So they did announce a wearable Spider-Man mask that has the eyes that can flex, similar to Spider-Man Homecoming. They actually used this was one of 2 prop replica cosplay pieces that they announced this weekend. The other being the Wolverine's helmet that he wears in Deadpool and Wolverine. They actually got with Marvel and got the actual props. So these are, 1-to-1 recreations. You see in this image here, there's the little remote control. That's what controls the eyes. So this is the little remote control. So kind of cool. I don't know what the retail price of this is. This, I believe. Yeah, I think it goes up for pre-order on Friday, so the 1st of August, because that is Spider-Man Day. Wasn't the only thing that was revealed at Comic-Con. We also had Magic the Gathering was a big thing this year, and they've just recently been collaborating with Marvel. So we now have the main set. Some examples here. We got Black Suit, Doc Ock, Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, Ghost Spider's got several different ones. Spider-Punk, Spider 2099. Iron Spider, both the male and female varieties. Now, the female card also gets a Marvel Legend, as does Anti-Venom and Battle Damage Spider-Man, which we'll show here in just a minute. This is like the complete set of 9 cards that could be made into this. So we also had Man-Wolf. So this is kind of fun, kind of something different. I've got the Legends. This is the MJ figure here. So
as you can see, we're prepared.
No, hey, I am prepared. It takes a second for me to share the image on the screen. So yeah, this is the there were 4 that were announced. MJ was one of them in the Iron Spider suit. Looks like this is using the Shriek body with the tentacles attached to the back. So it's all going to be pinless, which is nice. Comes with the trading card as well. So there's that. Why are you shaking your head at me?
Because I know Marvel, these things sell well.
Uh-huh.
The Venom suit's going to go away. And guess the next thing she's going to do?
Oh, I know.
It just.
I mean, she's done it before.
Yeah, it's just like, no, they just can't leave it alone. It's just a bad idea. It's Jackpot, even though I kind of like that one issue where it was like ridiculous, but given Mary Jane trying to make her into a superhero hasn't worked out. The stories haven't been good. It's just painful. Give it a rest.
So according to
that
the
Man-Wolf is wild.
According to
that.
This is the press release from Magic the Gathering. So from Wizards of the Coast. We've got Battle Damage Spider-Man, something that's never been done in the Hasbro Legends line. Obviously, I've talked about Mary Jane. I do like this head sculpt, though. Looks pretty good. We got Man-Wolf, and that's probably the one that I'm like kind of not gonna lie most excited about. Like
that seems nuts.
That's things I never thought I would see.
Yeah,
ever is a Man-Wolf Marvel Legend, and I do like this Anti-Venom look. I don't like the blue pistols. That's just dumb. Yeah. So, but yeah, that is the Marvel Legends Spider-Man stuff that was revealed this weekend. There was some other reveals. They did finally announce a X-Men 97 Wave 3. They also announced some 2-packs of X-Men 97. I can pull those up, but I don't have that. Oh, by the way, if you're looking to get the Green Goblin set, it is on sale on Amazon. So that just FYI. Oh, I gotta talk about this one. This one I have to talk about because everybody sent this to me as soon as it dropped. It is the SH Figure Arts Across the Spider-Verse Ben Reilly. And it may be arguably one of the best Scarlet Spider action figures of all time. The cell shading is perfect. This thing's not going to be cheap. It's going to be expensive. So apparently he has 5 pairs of interchangeable hands, the alternate unmasked head sculpt, web effect pieces, and the bracelet. So The bracelet is what he has in this particular image that you see on the screen. The hoodie is sculpted. I don't know if this the inside of the hoodie is sort of like a rubbery material. I don't know, but man, that image right there, 10 out of 10. I am so. Everybody's like,
time on the freaking hoodie.
what?
He spent so much time on that freaking hoodie. I don't know if it's sculpted or is it a rubber thing.
Shut up, you grumpy. Also, by the way, the sensational Spider-Man Funko Pop, you can find at Target. I bought it. I went to Target the other day with my daughter, and I was able to find it. You don't have to have gotten it from San Diego Comic-Con. The only difference is there is a sticker right here in this little space right there. That's the only difference.
Did your daughter look at you and go, Dad, you're being cringe?
Nope. Not today. Not that day. Mainly
Okay, before you.
Mainly because I had gotten her. So she was like, can we go to Target and look? And I was like, for what? She's like, I don't know. I just want to look. Why do you want to look? Dad, can we please go look? It's our Sunday. We can go do it together. Fine. Go to Target.
Just don't be cringe, Dad.
Nope. She hasn't. She hasn't said that to me yet. She's not quite. She's like, give it another 2 years. Absolutely. When she's like 12, she's gonna not want to be associated with me. Although, I tried dancing and like with her. Like if there's a song, I'll start like trying to dance, and she's like, "Dad, stop it! You're embarrassing me." And so then I do it more. Yeah, I'm like, you must pay for the sins of my father, from my father to your father. So,
Your father danced with you?
No, but he did shit to embarrass me.
That's not how it came out, Zach.
I know. Well. Anyway, so that is the Tamashii Nation's SH Figure Arts. It is it's like $100 some odd. There is a website that Javi sent me that I can get it for about half price. So eventually, it shall be mine, precious. It shall be the precious. Yes, I must have it. Just like I had to have this. Yes, I have it. I have it. The precious. Please don't sue me for copyright infringement. All right. Zach, have you heard about the comic? Yes, I have heard about it. I've heard about it so much that I literally have already. I emailed JMD Mateus the day it was announced, so that way I could potentially interview him. I need to confirm our date. We wanted to wait till after San Diego, so I gotta confirm the date of the recording. We will pre-record it and then broadcast it here on the Spideydude Radio Network during the month of August. So, man, I want to collect these toys again. I understand, Ryan. It's very expensive. I have to Uber drive just to afford it. Yeah, I figured you would take that.
I'm so glad I don't collect figurines. I mean, it's a very expensive hobby.
You know, so I am very targeted about what I've been buying this year.
Targeted. Ha!
No, hang on. So like, I don't buy everything. Okay. I'm not one of those. I did.
Your wall says differently.
My what?
Your wall says different.
Okay, when it comes to retro card, I buy everything retro card. That is different. Okay, but I largely outside of that, I haven't really bought as much stuff. Like a few of the pre-orders I let expire. Because I didn't take them. I'm pretty sure I lost out on Maximum Series. I still haven't seen one in the wild. I'll probably have to overpay for that one. It is what it is. I have a lot more room now that I have like shelves at work. So I do.
Who am I supposed to see? You see the Spider Fanatic over there? That's him.
Yep. You know what? Like I even have one of the students that she just calls me Spider-Man. It's just I'm just like, all right, because I took one of the posters from the wall. My Romita Senior or my Senior Romita Jr. The sketch I bought. It's at work. Gabby's latest.
Please tell me you're not going to wear that hoodie to work.
No.
Oh, you had to think about it.
I have to wear a collared shirt. I can only wear a t-shirt or something not business casual on Fridays because we don't have really students on Fridays. So,
what am I supposed to see? You see the geek in the hoodie? Go see him.
No, I'm not going to wear the hoodie to work. That's a bridge too far. But yeah, no.
This is not saying if he could get away with it that he wouldn't do it.
You know what? I want to. Adam, have you guys seen the FF movie?
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay. A part of it was I didn't know who had seen it and who hasn't seen it there, Matt. It's a great question. I know Comic Binge did a full review last night. So I enjoyed it. I have seen it, just spoiler free for me. I really okay, you've seen it.
It's a good movie. Nice setup. It just a fresh slate that the Thunderbolts kind of started. Fantastic Four carried through with it. I'm not giving away any details. It's a fresh slate. So all that crap that happened before, you could kind of ignore and go into this movie with the idea, hey, this is going to be Marvel slowly getting back on track.
So my non-spoiler review that I posted on Facebook, and I tried to post it on X, and it was too long for X, so that made me laugh. I didn't realize there was a character limit.
Well, that's the reason why you should go premium, buddy, like I did.
Oh,
so I can.
I am premium. Even my long-winded ass still exceeded the character limit on Twitter Premium. So anyway, all that being said,
if you want a Superman review real fast, definitely go see that. Mm-hmm. I highly recommend it. It was a very enjoyable movie, a lot better than the Snyder movie, in my opinion. I know that's going to piss people off, but get the fuck over it. Henry Cavill is not coming back.
Stella is still pissed off about that. Like, still.
I'm sorry, Stella. Henry Cavill is not coming back as Superman.
Well, and you know, the Gunn did address that finally, right? Because he got asked about it. And he said, look, you know, I'm finalizing the deal to become the head of the studio the same day they announced that he's coming back as Superman. And so they met with him to tell him that that's not going to be the case. And he's like, well, will you let me at least be the one to break the news? And so that's why it ended up happening the way it did. I enjoyed Superman. I have some.
It was very cool. That was very cool of him.
Yeah, I agree. I have some very big quibbles. Very big quibbles. One that started off as just minor and really annoyed me, but the more I think about it, the more it's just like eating at my brain. And that is simply nobody from fucking Kansas talks like Ma Kent does in the movie. Nobody. Nobody. I will die on this hill.
You want realism in a damn comic book movie.
No. What I don't want is Beverly Hillbilly bullshit for Ma Kent and Pa Kent. Now, Pa Kent gets redeemed towards in the back half of the movie, but Ma Kent calling the freaking TV the box. The more I think about it, the more irrationally irate I get. It pisses me off. It's the one thing. It is the stick in my craw.
I'm so happy on the laugh track of this show.
Because okay. My thing was it completely took me out of the movie. Like, I'm sitting there, everything's good. I got Gabby, who is loving this thing. She thinks it's the greatest thing ever. And I'm thinking, I am being a dad of the year, right? Because she didn't want to even go to the movies. I had to beg her to be like, please, can we go to the movies, darling? Like, let's go do it. Let's go, it's hot. It's hot outside. Let's go watch a movie. Fine, Dad. Okay. So we did. We went and watched the movie. She loved it. There's two other quibbles that I have. Is there's a scene that you have Superman and you have Lex, and they're getting closer together. No, you know what? He brings I grew up literally 2 hours away from the Kansas state line. Okay? So, having grown up near Kansas, having dated somebody, having a significant relationship with somebody that is from Kansas, ain't nobody talking like that. None.
Maybe they moved from West Virginia to Kansas.
I don't give a shit. That was some bullshit.
You need to get over it. The problem I hear that people have, which I don't have, it's too much like a comic book movie. I'm like going, what?
Oh, first of all,
you don't complain about comic book movies not being like the comic books, but when a movie is like a comic book, you're complaining it's like a comic book? What's wrong with you all? What does it take to make you happy?
Nothing. There's a certain contingent of people that won't be happy. Yeah, hey, Boatmaster, you know what? I'm just glad somebody's watching. Thanks for coming.
You should come to one of my streams. I only have one. That's me.
So, I appreciate you taking the time to troll with your comment. So, I hope you have the day you deserve, my friend.
I'm glad there's someone to take my place. I appreciate it.
So, no, again, the other thing I didn't finish my point is there's a scene with Lex and Superman towards the end of the film, and all these two characters are cooking. Like you're getting this really like intense scene, and I was in it, and then James Gunn couldn't help himself. And the Chaos Monkey had to show up, aka Crypto the Superdog. And
don't talk bad about the dog.
I love the dog, except for this scene. I'm sorry.
It was epic, man.
You have a serious scene between two characters. You're getting to the crux of the argument. You're starting to get into the heads of these characters, and instead of letting the scene fucking breathe, yes, I've used two. I don't care at this point. Instead of letting the scene breathe, you had to subvert the expectations because that's kind of James Gunn's go-to.
By the way, Adam, have you seen Superman?
Yes, he's seen Superman.
No,
you see Superman?
Fuck! I thought you'd seen the movie. My bad. So anyway, it just It didn't ruin the movie for me, but it irritated. Like there's little things like that irritated me. I'll be honest.
So just Adam, the stuff that we went over is not going to ruin it.
No.
Okay,
No.
it's mostly Zach's pet peeve, ultimate Zach.
That's okay. I'm entitled to my wrong opinions. No.
Yeah,
again,
we don't talk bad about the dog. No matter what, we do not talk bad about the dog. The dog is the best part of the picture. Even if he did a Hulk Loki thing, which was funny as hell, we do not talk bad about the dog.
I enjoyed the film. Let me be clear, but I have some nitpicks and gripes. Now, comparing that to Fantastic Four, getting back to the original, how we got on this tangent. Fantastic Four is the building block of the future of the MCU. It is completely standalone. You don't have to have watched anything since Endgame, and you can literally be caught up. Galactus is fantastic. I was annoyed by the casting of a woman as Silver Surfer, but
She was good.
But I am happy to be wrong because it made sense in the story.
Yeah.
Once again, Marvel's casting department has and I did not think Pedro Pascal could pull off Reed Richards. Trust me. I don't think I'd be giving way too much by saying Reed didn't really do that much. Yeah, but the characterization was spot on.
Well, I agree with that, but if I'm gonna put out a nitpick about that movie, Reed needs to do a little bit more. If I want to do a minor nitpick, Reed needed to do a little bit more. Which later down the line that can change, but overall, the movie was really good. It harkens back to when the MCU first started. You didn't need to go see three other movies to understand what's going on. You can watch this movie and you're good.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to do homework. So that's the main reason why I like this movie. That's also the main reason why I like Thunderbolts. You didn't really need to do homework to watch Thunderbolts.
Yeah, it kind of gave you context clues and you were able to pick it up.
It helped maybe to see a couple of the shows before, and at least maybe like Black Widow. But
no, I will say
still pretty. It was still pretty. They told you everything you needed to know, more or less.
Thunderbolts did an incredible job of not only balancing being the culmination of everything that phases 4 and 5 was, but also working as a film where you can come in cold and be relatively caught up. It kind of had that every comic is somebody's first type of vibe. And I think you're right there, Mr. Grumps, that it is absolutely true.
Mr. Grumps is always right.
No, he's not always right. He's wrong. Just like he's going to be wrong about John Romita Jr. I already know later. But the fact of the matter is, the film does an extremely good job of, where Superman kind of throws you kind of head first and you kind of have to like catch up. Fantastic Four doesn't do that. We're not having to redo the origin story. They kind of give it to you in a montage, and it kind of works.
Well, I say that both movies not doing the origin thing is a good thing, because how many times do you need to see Superman's origin told to you time and time again?
Yeah, it's
okay. It's like Fantastic Four. People are aware of how Fantastic Four got their powers because they see the movies. And regardless how good or bad you thought those movies were, you have an idea of how the Fantastic Four got their powers. So you don't need an origin story.
Mhm.
What you need is not to be handheld through every little aspect of how these characters came to be.
So
And-
Vic does bring up a couple of good points in the chat. He says, I mean, Johnny and Ben didn't bicker and tease each other as much as they could have, and Ben himself was maybe a little too chill, and that Ben didn't punch and smash stuff that much. I agree. Like, if I have one criticism is that Ben and Johnny didn't do as much as they have in the past. I think that was a kind of a deliberate thing. They wanted to focus on Sue and Reed because they were kind of last time with the Tim Story films, especially. Because it's been so long since I've tried to mentally delete Fan Force Stick out of my brain for obvious reasons.
Why? It was a fantastic film, Zach. I don't know what your problem is with that film.
Say that again, there, Crumbs.
It's called being facetious, sir.
No, you didn't get the joke.
Yeah, I did get the joke, but I had to explain to the audio listeners.
Okay, all right. So the fact of the matter is, yeah, Ben and Johnny probably don't get enough screen time. Johnny, though, I thought was actually kind of a delight. He wasn't just some punk kid. He actually was active in the plot, right? He was,
To me, they come off seasoned. You know, they've been doing the super hit gig for a while, and they're
we kind of miss this monster of Ben in this universe.
Yeah, but I will say this, that I think you're going to see that coming down. My grandma calls the TV the box.
Thank you for completely ruining and shitting all over my point, but I appreciate it, Justin. Like, way to take a dump on my entire rant.
But as a comparative to two films, everybody say which one's better. They're both good. If you go watch Superman, you're going to have a good time. If you go watch Fantastic Four, you're going to have a good time. Why does it need to be a competition? We should all be happy we got two good
there's always that rivalry on.
Well, DC and Marvel can have the rivalry. As customers, we just want to be entertained.
It's like sports for nerds.
Yeah, I mean, look,
that's why the box office. I think that's why we're everyone's so like hung up on the box office and like
it made
budgets and everything, like because it's basically it does devolve. It's the closest way to get to have like nerds have a team sports kind of thing, you know. So it's like, oh, like this was a big success, so like this was better, you know. And then it's like, even if like the Oscars are kind of whatever, like when that's still kind of like you're rooting for your team to win, you know.
I agree, Tevya. I'm happy we got a good fan. Grant, I liked the first two Fantastic Four movies. I thought they were decent. Okay,
yeah,
Fantastic Four is hard to come put on film. In all reality, it's hard to put them on film.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, here's the thing about Superman domestically. It's the highest grossing Superman movie of all time domestically. It's almost $300 million at the box office. The word of mouth has been incredibly positive. It's already passed over $500 million. This is in this environment. Superman has been a resounding success, and Fantastic Four is at $250 million, and it's barely been open a week. That's been a resounding success. The comic book superhero
Marvel is so back.
The comic book superhero film fatigue. Did I think it existed? Yes.
Adam just had a drop a mic moment, and we just ran over it.
Go ahead, Mike. Mike. Go ahead, Adam. I apologize.
No, I just said Marvel is so back because the movie's actually doing well.
Well, I mean, look, it had nowhere to go but up. No, listen. I think that Feige and them, somebody at Disney finally listened to the fans. The fans were saying this, that it's too much. Just
I
too
do
much.
kind of. I do kind of think though, Feige's still saying that he likes not having a full script for these things, and I don't know, man. I think that's gonna. I don't know if that's a good idea.
That's been butting him in the ass for a while.
It just depends on the actors.
Yeah, but still, like that's why. I mean, arguably, that could be why Brave New World is the. Yeah, I still didn't see that, but like it just sounded. It just sounded like a mess with all the. Yeah, it was all the cutting.
Brave New World is a very good Hulk movie. That's disguised as a Captain America movie.
Yeah, it's an excellent sequel to Incredible Hulk. Only 15 or no, God.
Getting back, I'm going to disagree with Zach. Okay, getting back to your point. Actors need to have a full script because then they can kind of emote correctly if they know what direction you're going in. Yeah. If you don't have a full script, you're kind of taking your fist and you're putting it up their ass and saying, "We're screwing you now."
The problem is that like they had kind of a what they did with Iron Man and Robert Downey Jr. That was kind of like it worked. So it's like, oh, so we can keep doing this and it'll work hopefully.
And sometimes it works. I think Avengers. Yeah. And also the Whedonisms of Marvel, I think. One of the things I kind of appreciated was there wasn't some just random ass stupid bit that was designed to like make the audience laugh. There is a moment in Fantastic Four towards the very end that is kind of like that. But since it was towards the very end, I was like, okay, it makes sense in context. It's kind of cute. It's kind of funny.
I am very appreciative that Marvel cut down the comedy. Okay, the comedy has a place in comic books. Okay, but when you do too much of it, like Thor, Love and Thunder, there was too much. You don't get the seriousness of that film.
Yeah. Well, there's a reason that Hemsworth, who could, by all stretch and all the imagination, could hang up the hammer tomorrow, and nobody would bat an eye. Because, damn it, like as much as we love Hemsworth, like he's earned his rest. Okay.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's acknowledged that it was too much, because look, Waikiki, it was like him.
He's a Mark Millar of the film world. He needs someone to say, "Hey, you're going too far. Back a little bit."
He's the Vince Russo of directing.
Okay, you're only bringing that up because of Hulk Hogan. I know.
Let me tell you something, brother. Rest in peace.
I gotta say, can we all agree? Last week sucked. Ozzy, Hulk Hogan. Dear God, let's not have another week like last week.
Oh, and freaking what's his name from fucking
Michael Jamal Warner. I mean,
yeah. I mean, like if you're Gen X, like
that was probably the most tragic one too. He basically died saving his daughter.
Yeah, God, dude. When I heard how he passed, that I sometimes I get emotional when I hear of celebrities passing, but when I heard how
there's no crying on podcasts, by the way.
When I heard how he passed as a dad, that hit me. It's like, oh
yeah,
because like
I recently had a conversation with my son. He said because he was saying things, and I said, I want to tell you something. You're ripping my heart out. You don't understand. I understand dark emotions. So but you're my light. You're the reason why I continue breathing. You're the reason why I fight. Because you're my light. You're my son, and I love you more in the world. You don't understand. I will take a bullet for you. That's every parent in the world. That's what Malcolm Jamal Warner do.
Every good parent. That's a good
every parent that's not a piece of shit will take a bullet for the kid. Okay, that's what Malcolm Jamal Warner did.
Yeah.
He did what every good parent would do. If I die, at least my kid lives.
Mhm.
All right.
Well, that's your
I
legacy.
mean,
I mean that.
okay. Zach knows everything I've been going through because he's been
Sometimes in
very,
excruciating detail where I didn't want to fucking know, but yes.
because he's a good friend. Okay. And I tell him the reason why. There's been times when I put my head in my pillow and go, "God, take me now.
Mhm.
I'm tired of fighting. I'm tired." But he's the reason why I want to wake up every morning. That's a parent.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't mean to bring the show down, but Ozzy was a parent. Hulk Hogan was a parent.
Yeah.
And people say horrible things about Hulk Hogan. I'm doing one of these. And Zach, can you explain what I'm doing right now?
He's giving the finger.
That's a parent. He has a family. He has kids. Shut the hell up. He's
Well,
dead. He's not going to hear you call him these names, but his kids will see it.
well, and I've said, privately, publicly, Hulk Hogan had a complicated legacy. On one hand, the wrestling business does not exist without him, as it is today. You don't have the guys and now girls that have absolutely transformed the sport without Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was the torchbearer. He was the guy that took it from took wrestling from regional promotions to worldwide. And he changed the game twice. He changed it in the 80s and then he changed it in the 90s.
Welcome to the Wrestling Podcast.
I'm almost done.
Okay, go ahead. I just wanted to have someone like I thought we were reviewing comic books here.
Final point. What he said in his personal life in a recording that was leaked that he ended up winning a lawsuit over was offensive and abhorrent. Was there times where the man, Terry Bollea, would sit there and bald-faced lie about shit that didn't exist or didn't happen? Yes. Did he make some horrible comments in his private life that shouldn't have ever seen the light of day? Yes. Terry Bollea was human. Hulk Hogan is forever.
And the thing we need to remember about every single celebrity out there, they were human. They make mistakes.
Tevia says who? Terry Bollea was the name, the real life name of Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Okay, everybody needs to remember. I love John Wayne. He said some things where I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Let me
But
tell you something, partner.
he was the Duke. You talk to his friends, family, they'll tell you there was not a kinder man on the planet. All right, but the image we have of these people is larger than life. Even some of us who worship comic book writers and comic book artists, we think them larger than life. We don't think they can do anything wrong. They screw up all the time because they're human. And we have to understand human beings make mistakes. As other human beings, we have the right to forgive them and we can move on. Or we can sit there and chew on that like a dog with a bone and never let it go. I choose to let it go. I mean, Hulk Hogan says Terry Bollea said some horrible things.
Yeah.
He said he was sorry. We move on. The man said he was sorry. And he paid a price for that. He did pay a price for that.
He did.
Like, okay. He got punished. Let it go. He's dead. What can you do to him? He's dead.
Yeah.
Ozzy has did and said some horrible things. He's dead. Let it go.
Yeah. I mean, PETA really don't like Ozzy Osbourne. Ozzy.
There will be no bats at Ozzy's funeral.
Yeah, I don't think they're releasing the bats.
I think Adam really wants us to get onto the comic book reviews.
Okay.
We spent about an hour talking about everything but Amazing Spider-Man.
Yep, I know. So let's. Kevin Cushing just literally texted me about the Funko Pop. That's hilarious.
Zach, I gotta tell you something.
What?
Funko Pops are cringe. Nobody likes them anymore.
Listen, I the only reason that I bought this is because they never made a Spider-Man one until now. So like I know that like, but there are people that absolutely still collect this shit. Okay, like
And it came with a free hoodie.
it did not. I already had the one with the hoodie. This is the other one. So anyway, grumps. Let me I was gonna throw, let's do our standard.
We don't know, Gary. Okay. I mean, maybe Zach knows, but I don't think Kevin really wants us to talk about it.
Kevin, what was the question about Kevin? What's Kevin up to now these days? Just living his life with his wife. He is very much retired. he doesn't podcast. Trust me, I've tried convincing him to at least make a cameo here and there. But he's just done. So, respect the man's wishes. But he knows he's welcome here anytime. So, Amazing Spider-Man number 7. I guess it's up to me to recap this book, huh?
Yeah, because I'm not going to do it.
No.
I have opinions.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. So I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible for the recap purposes. Sorry, I had to make a marker so that way I could, when I go back and add the timestamps for this episode. All right.
Can you make a marker to give Health freaking face here a personality?
Hellgate is the character's name. So we pick up where we left off last issue, where Hellgate showed up. He kind of formally introduces himself, and Peter's like, "Can you wait a minute? Because like, I don't need to talk to you." So then Hellgate was like, "This is what's keeping you from fighting me. Ooh, let me take care of it." And he just basically just goes in Chaos Monkey style and just destroys everything. Like, big fight ensues. Meanwhile, at the Port Authority bus terminal, the guy that we got introduced to when they first introduced Hell's Gate back in issue 1 he's like, "Get back on the bus! Get off the island!" Kind of a humorous scene. Meanwhile, Black Cat then decides to grab some guns, not just the ones that she normally packs. Hey-o! And then we get a little bit of a flashback with Peter getting some boxing lessons from Uncle Ben. Meanwhile, Jonah is reading the funny papers. And he's like, "What the hell?" So it's good to see Jonah. It's been a little while. So Peter's trying everything he can to fight Hell's Gate. It is not going well. He tries freezing him. And then all he did was just make him madder. To be continued. Shout out in the comment, or I don't see anybody in the letters pages that I recognize, so there you go. Adam, your thoughts on this first issue? You are muted, my friend.
Well, I mean, it's okay. Fast-paced. Some of the dialogue's annoying. I think the art is pretty good. I agree. It felt like it really did feel. I feel like it hasn't been that long, but it feels like it's been ages since we've seen Jonah in the book, so that was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Hellgate as a villain, just kind of feels like Moreland light, really.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah.
This whole thing just feels like Moreland, especially the next issue. I don't know.
Yeah,
I forgot there's like, because I'm looking at it really quickly, and because there's a character that shows up in the second issue, and I was like, who is this guy? And I'm looking through this first one, and it's like, oh, here he is. He's at the end. Some like guy that I've never heard of before. Anyway, he gets revealed in the next one, and I was like, wait, where did this guy come from? But he was teased in this one. So anyway. Yeah, I don't know. It's fine, I guess. I mean, it's not like offensive or anything. It really does feel like we've seen this already. And I know that's true with a lot of stuff, but I mean, this really does just kind of feel like Moreland 20 years later, but not quite as scary, maybe. And not quite as destructive, but kind of. I don't know. It feels like Moreland light.
Grumps, your thoughts?
You ever go to a steakhouse and just order mashed potatoes? Because this is what this is, man. There's no meat here. Okay? There's nothing to chew on. It's just mashed potatoes. I mean, we got a reject from Captain Planet, Mr. Oil Slick. And we have no idea about his motivations. We have no idea about anything. Sometimes that's a good thing, but when you read in this and you keep going, and sometimes you gotta drop a freaking hit. And maybe he did, but it was so bland. I didn't see it. I was just like, when is the last page? Because I'm bored. I mean, it's not bad, offensive like Eight Ways to Die was, but it was
Sure.
bland. Okay, if how I rate comics, my bar is the death of Gene Wolfe. That bar. Then my bottom bar right now is Eight Ways to Die. Eight Deaths of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
This is no, this is not Eight Deaths of Spider-Man. Okay, I'm gonna just say that out. But this doesn't want me to buy the next issue. I'm kind of like going, it's sort of like Adam says. It's like, yeah, it's there. Okay, it's just there. It's nothing to go. Oh, go buy the next issue. This is freaking awesome. It's more of, it's mashed potatoes with no salt, no pepper, no butter. It's just freaking mashed potatoes. Bland. Give me something to sink my teeth into. Give me some meat. And I don't have any of that. And we can continue on because I really, you all know my opinion of JJ, Journey Jr. Okay? JR. I'm not a fan of his. I'm not going to sit here and just rail on the art and anything like that. But I can't even use the art to up my score.
Right.
So this is like, what's his name? This guy's
Lee Bermejo.
Yeah. Okay, I have not been a fan of most of his stuff. Okay, this is a good cover as a variant cover. Not gonna lie, I like this cover. We got what else? We got Madden. This is the Ramirez Jr. cover. Well, says the upload is taking too long. Thank you, StreamYard.
OBS, buddy. OBS.
I'm paying way too much money for StreamYard, and I've already been using it way too freaking long. That's what. Now, this one is kind of cute.
Yeah, that's what I look for with Spider-Man covers. Is cute.
No, not what I said. Okay.
I just want to give Zach a hard time. By the way, guys, I'm not trying to just the cover art. I just want to give Zach a hard time.
Yeah, he's just being a contrarian because he's in.
I'm a grumpy old man. Deal with it.
Yeah. When I say cute, it's like this is like old school vibes, man. Like I
like that. Yeah,
this is a cool cover.
Leonardo Romero.
Yeah, I agree. It's a cool cover. It harkens back to the golden age where Disney was in control and people don't have to be reset back to square one constantly.
Well, I mean, now if you are a Black Cat fan, I think this cover here is for issue 7. Is actually a pretty good cover if I can get it to upload. Like
her boobs are flat. What they do to her boobs?
Her boobs are probably more natural here than they should be. They're not boob socks. The boob socks don't exist.
They're freaking pancakes, dude.
It's just the way that
she looks like she has the boobs of a 6-year-old. I mean, my grandmom had better boobs than she does in this cover.
This is where I wish we had Ashley, because like, or even Kelly. Of course, Kelly would herself to be on this episode because she hates what's going on in ASM. This is the lack of trade dress cover for Romita Jr.
When we get to the end of next issue, I'll give my thoughts on Hellgate, or
well, we're not done with it.
Hellfake. Yeah, but I don't really care about them. That was the problem. Can we continue on to the next recap, please?
Almost. I've got one more variant cover. I'm sorry that they keep adding more friggin' variant covers here. All right. This one. There it is. Yeah, that's the last one. At least from Marvel.com.
Other than the eyes, I kind of like that one.
Yeah, I get why the eyes are being reflective because of the way the light's supposed to hit it. I don't necessarily like it on the chest.
I'm talking about the outline. I'm talking about the outline of the eyes.
Oh, you don't like Ross Andrew inspired thick with extra C's eye, you know.
I'm not a thick man. I'm sorry.
Oh, you like him skinny, huh? That's what
That's what he said. Okay. But other than that, it's a really nice cover. Okay. I kind of wish some of these people who did the covers were actually doing the art for the book itself. But okay.
All right. Grumpy Gills. Let me add the next cover. The next item up for bids is issue 8. Come on, Stream.
Do you want us to give us a score for this current issue, or you want to just do an overall score? So
we'll do the scores at the end of the episode. All right, so here we are, issue 8. Okay, so this is the one that came out last week. It's been out for a week. We do have a bit of an artist change. We have not only Jazzy John Romita Jr., we also got terrific Todd Nauck as well. So after a 2-page in memoriam of Peter David, which I thought was very nice of Marvel, we get the credits page. It is fight scene galore. So it is Central Park at 6:19 a.m. and Peter and the Hellscape are having a big old huge fight. We get a flashback continuation of last issue where Ben is teaching Peter how to fight, and it's kind of cute. Not gonna lie, I like this scene. Columbus Circle. A few minutes later, so Peter still is fighting Hellgate. Hell's Gate continues to try to wreak havoc. The entire island is undergoing. And then we get to 6:28 a.m. And we have an artist change. And I already know Debbie is going to be freaking out. I do not give a shit. But Paul, Dylan, Brock, and Mary Jane are all having an argument at one point between Man Bun and Deluxe. And Paul and Mary Jane's like threats and menaces, terror in Midtown. So she's being reactive. We have Hell's Gate, who sits there and punches Peter's lights out. And that's the end of the issue. Not much to this one. Adam, your thoughts?
Yeah. Basically, my thoughts of the last issue. Pretty much the same thing. But yeah, I mean, I did like Romita Jr.'s art in this one quite a bit. I actually thought I liked the Uncle Ben flashback. I think that's been the best flashback so far.
I 1000% agree.
Yeah, I like that one. I don't know. I mean, seeing Mary Jane was nice, but seeing Paul and Dylan was not.
You're not reading all new Venom.
No, I'm not. I mean, I know that whole situation more or less, but still, I didn't need to see that in this. But seeing Mary Jane was nice, and that she's thinking about Peter, that was nice. Yeah, I don't know, just fast-paced, big fight. Not too bad, but it just kind of does. It feels like Moreland, but not as. It feels like Moreland, but just not. I mean, like the stakes are big, I guess, or they're supposed to be, but it doesn't feel like they are.
Yeah.
And then we have like a possible death fake out again, and they keep doing this thing where it's like, oh, it looks like he might have died. Then Lowe has to talk about it in the letters page, like, oh, like, is he dead? I don't know. What are we going to do with the book going forward now? And it's like, man, I swear we've been doing this just like nonstop over the past
several years.
Yeah.
But it was really bad during the Wells run, and it's just as bad during the Kelly run. And that's something that...
And it's like, we just had him die a million times, like, a few months ago. So it's like, can we not... can we just not... Can we, you know...
can we just not...
Can we just lower the... Can we lower the stakes? Like, can we not... Like, because this already feels low stakes enough, but can we just, like, have a... Like, you know, can we have more of like the first Hobgoblin arc or something where it's not like life or death for like, you know, I don't know, a year or at least 6 months, and then maybe you can bring this guy in and do this crap. I don't know. But I wouldn't want them to bring this guy in 6 months, because then I'd just be complaining about it again. Like we, you know, just. I don't know. I'm just getting tired of these like unstoppable foes that he has to apparently fight now every new creative team. I don't know.
It is extremely frustrating that we continuously get this. Because I just feel like it's wholly unnecessary. Like I get it. You're trying
it feels so like it just feels so been there, done that, and it's like, yeah, like we did it 20 years ago with Moreland, that's fair, but now it just feels like it's happening just all the time, and it isn't happening all the time, but it's starting to feel that way.
Yeah,
at least within this run, and then Wells's run, we're getting these like weird cosmic villains that are out of Peter's league. I mean, he'll beat them somehow, but it's just like, I don't know. This feels like it's becoming a trope for the Spider-Man comics that's being overused very quickly, all of a sudden.
Now this is Gabrielle Del Otto.
Oh yeah, it is.
This one can be a poster. Like,
Oh yeah, it can.
definitely homaging Todd McFarlane, but yeah, this one looks great.
Oh yeah, a little bit, yeah.
So we'll delete that. This is Humberto Ramos's, which his version of Hellscape looks really good. His Spider-Man still looks like Gumby at times.
I appreciate the Hell's Gate in this one as compared to what's in the book.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Because he looks more threatening.
Yeah. And then the other Black Cat.
Oh, wow. Her boobs aren't pancakes in this one.
Jesus. All right.
I'm only saying that just to make Adam laugh, by the way. I'm assuming you want my thoughts.
Yes, old
Sure.
thoughts.
Okay, who's Captain Aluminum?
Oh yeah, that guy. So that's who knows? He just showed up, and like I said, I totally forgot that he was in the last issue. But he's just, I guess, Joe Kelly just created this guy.
No, I think it's either that dude or it's the he was created in.
I'm gonna recycle America. That's all the vibes I get off this guy.
He may have been from Astonishing Spider-Man on the.
Oh, maybe.
But my overall thoughts on this issue is it's a double order of mashed potatoes. There's a lot of action in here, but there's really nothing going on.
Yeah,
it's
true.
nothing to moving the story forward. We got hints that Spider-Man is supposed to teach this guy something. You know what he's going?
Yeah,
I'm going to call it right now. This is what this whole arc is supposed to be. He's supposed to teach this guy how to protect the innocent.
How to use the bathroom like the Beyonder.
All right. I could have showed him that last week.
Oh, God.
But it's you can see it. That's all this is. Peter's going around protecting bystanders. And the guy's going, why are you protecting these weaklings? Hey, dumbass. That's what people with power do.
Yeah.
That's the whole arc. That's what that's what Peter's supposed to teach Captain Oilslick here from Captain Planet.
It's Hell's Gate, sir. He is the Hell's Gate. It's like Stargate, but with
my interpretation, he's more interesting.
You're
fulfilling
the old man stereotype. By the way, where's the green screen and shit tonight? I'm surprised that you didn't.
I didn't have the. I've been sick for the last few days, and I didn't really have the energy to do it. I'm not making. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to make you feel bad, Zach, because you're asking a guy who just went through a colonoscopy, who's been laid up in bed for 4 days, to pull out the green screen and put the green screen mask on just to amuse. Do you think I'm here to amuse you, Zach?
Yes, I'm sending you all the hearts.
But getting back to the issue and not Zach's personal quirks with me. Overall, once again, it's just freaking mashed potatoes. I'm sorry. I don't like the art. The story's going nowhere. It's being dragged out longer than it should be. Quite frankly, this should be a 2-issue thing. You introduce this characters, you do the typical hero fight each other stuff, and then you wrap the damn thing up. This is going to be a 4-issue arc of nothing. All right? Dragged out just because it trades. This is One Piece. A whole season of filler episodes. Nothing to latch onto, nothing to go, I can sink my teeth into this and we can move on. I want to see the next episode. It's more like It's not steak, it's mashed potatoes. The only reason I'm talking about steak because my birthday's August the 4th, and guess what I'm having for dinner? It's just, I'm going to have steak. I'm going to have a baked potato with all the trimmings. I'm going to have a nice section of steamed asparagus, and I'm going to have a little slice of carrot cake. That's my birthday dinner. Okay, this is the freaking baked potato. This is not a meal. This is a side dish.
Listen, and hang on. No. Sometimes I'm going to. It's my turn now, Grumps.
Oh boy.
Sometimes.
If I let you, Mr. Soon to be half beard on stream.
Oh, sir. You're Mr. I root for a team who hasn't had a quarterback that's thrown for 4,000 yards ever.
I root for a team that's been in a Super Bowl in the 2020s. When was the Cowboys in the Super Bowl? I think it was like 1990 something.
1990.
Yeah, you want to go there, sir?
Listen, you might have made it to the Super Bowl, but you guys shit the bed.
But at least we're there to shit the bed compared to the Cowboys.
Yeah, how many rings you got?
Well, we have one.
One?
But but we don't have a bunch of fans every start of season. We're going to the Super Bowl.
Hang on, no, you're not going to derail me.
Where Adam sitting going, where are they going to end?
There was one of my favorite places to eat back home. It's called oh God, what's it called? Hoagie's Deli. And they have a baked potato that is loaded with ham and cheese and bacon and sour cream and butter, and it's like two giant, huge potatoes, and you can make it into a meal. So,
but it's a steak.
To utilize your analogy, I don't want this every time John Romita comes in. It seems like that every time John comes in now, it's play the hit, John.
Yeah, some kind of beat down or something.
And we saw it made sense with the tombstone.
Okay, hold on. I'm not complaining about the art. I'm complaining about the story.
Well,
that just took the way out of your sales there, better buddy. I'm not complaining about the art. I'm complaining about the story. I don't give a shit about the art.
The art.
I know it's John Romita Jr. I do have issues with it. I know a lot of people enjoy it. But the story needs to carry the issue, not the art.
Well, to me, what this has felt like is, John, I'm going to give you 3 pages of plot. Give me 22 pages of a fight. Here's a couple of beats that I want to make sure gets hit. It is weird seeing Todd Nauck, though, in the middle of the book. Like, just randomly in the book, right?
Yeah, I wonder what happened there.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering that if John, like, turned in, like, 18 pages instead of 22, and they're like, oh, shit, we need 3 pages of filler. This is good to see his artwork. Give me more Todd Nauck. If you put Todd Nauck in the rotation of artists, I'm not going to complain. I know people are going to bitch about Paul Q-Tevia in the comments. No offense to you, Q-Tevia, but
the only thing I'm going to say about Paul, since you used to, Zach, I'm going to use a second one. Get a fucking haircut. Okay, it just looks dumb. It just looks dumb. Just some artists, give him a damn haircut.
Yeah,
right?
The problem is that there's nothing to the character. The character is nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew that
you can make a whole issue of Paul just getting a freaking haircut, and I'll buy it. That's it. Just Paul getting a haircut. I'll be happy. That's it. That'd be his whole personality. He can be saying, I got a haircut. I got rid of the man bun. I'm a normal human being now.
Yeah. I mean, we could. So, yeah. All right. Let's give our grades, and then I'll go over some of the comments.
Oh, someone better call in and leave a voicemail because I've been slacking off on voicemails because I don't have any funny bits to do.
Grumps, what's your grade? Out of 10. Out of 10.
Out of 10. Okay. 6.5.
6.5 out of 10. All right, that's Walter's grade. Adam, your grade.
I'll give it an 8.3.
Okay.
Jeez.
Oh, you like it a little bit more than I expected. All right, so
yeah, me too. I thought you guys go a little bit lower.
I guess I could go lower, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like it looks nice enough, and there isn't really, yeah. I mean, the plot is redundant, and I don't know. It goes by very fast, but I don't know. It's fine, I guess. It'll be over soon enough.
I'm giving it a 7.5.
Mic drop by Adam. Another mic drop by Adam. It'd be over soon enough.
It'll be over soon enough. Well, we got another month. So next episode will be over. All right, I give it a 7.5. It's fine.
See, that's a good spectrum though of grades.
Yeah, so we had a 6.5, a 7.5, and an 8.3. Let us know in the comments section what you guys think. So I'm going to answer a few questions that were thrown out there. My thoughts on splitting up Spider-Man in October Citizen and then Space Adventure Spider-Man. I know that me and Neil were a little annoyed because like Pepe Larraz is going to be doing the Space Adventure Spider-Man. So what?
I'm not really looking forward to that.
Near my, it just seems so hokey,
Yeah.
Look, I want to see it. I want to see how it's executed before I pass judgment. So it's just I'm like
probably badly. It's going to be bad. I get there's a gut in my feeling, and it's not from the alcohol. It's not from the colonoscopy. It's just going to be bad.
Gary and the Frozen does bring up a good point. They're making superhero movies with characters no one cares for, fans care, and generally interested in FF and Superman. Harken back to our discussion. Do I prefer the 90s Spider-Man or Spectacular Spider-Man? Oh, Adam, did you go to the 30th anniversary panel?
I tried, but the line was wild. It was insane, and I was like, "Well, I'm not getting into that. I don't think."
Oh God, he's going to be more insufferable now. Oh God.
Oh, it was a packed house.
Oh God. Semper's going to be so insufferable.
I will say this: I like the '90s cartoon. I watched it with my kids. It brings back a lot of nostalgic memories for me. Mm-hmm. I didn't watch the other one because it was on Disney, and quite frankly, I didn't have Disney, and I've never seen it. I know it's blasphemous for some of you, but
sir, you owe it
good.
You owe it to yourself to get the go to Walmart, get the DVDs or the Blu-rays, and you owe it to yourself.
It's pretty.
There's a real problem with that, Zach. I don't have a DVD player, so I can't watch it.
It's like you're old. You're old. You're supposed to be all in on physical media.
Watch the show, then you can listen to Spectacular Radio.
I just got insulted by Adam.
Yeah, you are old.
Oh, you're just gonna let.
I mean, you're always talking about how old you are. You'd think
You
that you got
look
like, you
really
know,
freaking funny with a half a beard, Zach.
Who's the captain? I don't know who.
Captain Planet? Google it.
I've been a Rotten Tomato, if not oversoaked watermelon in a story. I'm not going that far, Matt.
it just feels like
listen. You're gonna
we're spinning our wheels. It just seems like, I don't know. These plots are just kind of, we're having these plots are too similar, too close together. I don't know.
That's part of the problem. There's no look. At least the stuff in October is going to be kind of
different, sure, but also we've done like, even that, you know, people are saying like, oh well, we just had Beyond and we've had Superior, and you know, it's like yeah, I can see the point there. I don't know, man. It's like, what I
get what Adam's
these
saying.
These ideas just aren't, they don't seem inspired is the thing.
It's
maybe
like
a little bit, but it's like, it just, I don't know.
Repetitive. It's like the House of Ideas have run out of ideas.
It's repetitive.
Well, it's over.
It's like making the Falcon a Captain America again. It's what's the point? You have two Captain Americas again.
Part of
what's the
problem
point?
It's just overly safe, and I think that's kind of been one of the annoying things about the Wells run, and so far parts of this run, is that it's so overwhelmingly safe because Spencer was so overwhelmingly like Slott in its own way. Like, he was trying to push everything forward and fix things, and now we're just sitting there, you know, playing countdown with to issue 1000. That's all we're doing.
It's like watching a TV show and they go back to when the first episode happened. You can't do that. Okay, people know these things happen. Parker Industries happen. The marriage happened. You need to build something off of these multiple tools that you have in front of you that you can use to create very good stories. Spencer did it. Slott did his own things. Whether you like the person or not, you got to admit, he took risks. But
that's true.
Everybody since Wells, and now we're dealing with whoever, I don't even remember.
Joe Kelly.
Yeah.
Who's writing this book?
Yeah, it's like, it might as well be Wells again. It's nothing inspiring. Like, there's, like I said before, no meat. Give me something to chew on.
Yeah,
give me something. Give me something that has an impact.
I mean, the first arc I felt like did a good job in that, but let's be real. Pepe the Roz carried that, so there wasn't much story there. All right, I never finished answering the question. Sorry about that, Gary. This is hard for me. If you're making
towards the 90s.
No. Here's the thing.
Sorry.
Look, the 90s show will always be something I look back fondly on. Okay, for different reasons, much like you. But objectively speaking, in my opinion, Spectacular Spider-Man is a better adaptation of the mythos. It just is. And so it's hard for me to pick a
good word for it. I never watched it.
You know, what Spectacular Spider-Man accomplished was taking the best of Stan, Steve, and John. Taking the best not only of them, but also other adaptations like Ultimate and incorporating some of those characters in. The Raimi films were a pretty heavy influence because it was a Sony production. The best elements that you can think of Spider-Man's lore were really distilled down, and I would arguably call it one of the best adaptation up until the Insomniac game. The voice casting is excellent.
It's definitely one of my favorite adaptations.
It really is. It's one that I will pop in the DVD, the Blu-ray into my player and watch it and just have a smile on my face. Josh Keaton to me is the voice that I hear now when I read Spider-Man, and it used to be Christopher Daniel Barnes. I love so much.
It used to be for the '60s cartoon for me, so that's the.
Yeah,
I start with the '60s cartoon.
Yeah. I mean, you know, what's his name? The dentist.
I'm old.
Paul Souls. Rest in peace, Paul Souls. I'm glad that Brad got to do an interview with him. That was really cool. The fact that him and his son were able to do that and get that set up.
Can we real quickly? I want to say something. Marvel handled Pad's death was very respectful and very touching. People know I'm a big Pad fan. I always, like I said, the bar is set with the death of Captain D. Wolf. I've had 2 glasses of alcohol. Screw you all. And it's the way, regardless how I think that Marvel should have treated him better, that write-up was a classic.
Yeah.
There's not going to be another one like him. And I'm sad to see him gone.
Look, I mean, the fact that it spanned 2 pages, I think, also spoke volumes too. So yeah, rest in peace. If you have not checked out our interview that we did on the Clone Saga Chronicles, go check it out. Peter David was a delight to have on. It was really cool because I finally got to talk to him one-on-one about the whole issue 23 of Friendly Neighborhood. And
we should do a re-upload it, Zach, on the channel.
Yeah, I just need to do a standalone video where it's just uploaded. So I actually was working on a video talking about that, doing like an actual like full-on production before he passed, and I just never got around to finishing it. So maybe I'll finish it and play the clip of us talking about it. But yeah. Oh, what a downer way to end the episode. But
well, we've got a couple more questions here.
Do we have another couple questions? Because I didn't see any other couple questions.
We got Peter Luck. Peter Luck with "What's that?" Matt Bird. Matt Bird asked 2 questions.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Well, we already answered that one.
Yeah, he's got. Let's admit that Marvel editorial has been there way too long and no growth for people. Okay, that's a statement, but the next one's a question.
Yeah, we already kind of answered that one though. You just weren't paying attention. I brought that one up.
Yeah.
Okay, so something that's not a Debbie Downer is our brand new outro artwork.
I can make it that way if you want me to.
Oh, there we
No.
go.
Oh, the show is over. Oh no! Oh dear God, help me! The show's over. What am I going to do with the rest of my life?
Anyway, if you have, so I wanted to point out Neil redid the outro cover. We had some new Pat Gleason artwork that came out a little bit ago.
That looks nice. I do like that cover.
So yeah, I do like that cover too. So yeah. So let's talk about our patrons over at patreon.com/Spideydude Network. We got Allison, Cindy, Casey, Doug, Ed, Eric, Georgia, Greg, Janelle, Jessica, Joyce, Catherine, Kale, Laura Howard, Lutmoose, Master Dram, Phoenician, RJ, Vanessa, Vicky. Thank you guys for your support. We've got also Tara and Vinkman and Walter are our VIPs. Tara's our spectacular patron. You see the Friendly Neighborhood tier. If you're listening to the audio edition, they get their audio shout outs at the beginning of each episode. If you have not already checked out, make my Mayday. Episode 63, the conversation with Frogoat. So it's a fun one where we talk with Frogoat about all things Spider-Girl. We have recorded a new episode of Books of X. It should be dropping on Patreon very soon. Voices from the Eerie has more episodes, more videos. They also finally have uploaded some of the stuff from Convergence last year. So if you have not checked those out over on Spidey-Dude.com, I encourage you to do so. Go over to there. You can also listen to Jack and Javi Trujillo with Amazing Spider-Man Classics. You can find Clone Saga Chronicles, the aforementioned show, and Spectacular Radio as well. We have the Sabi Sima Era podcast. I also was on recently with that particular show. We only have a handful of episodes left of the show. So if you have not checked it out, you can always go start today. Next episode, we'll be covering issue 19 of Ultimate Spider-Man. I don't have the cover up for it yet. If you have not already, go listen to or watch our Greg Weisman interview. As always, find us on the social medias at Spideydude Radio on Twitter /X, at Facebook.com/Spideydude Network, at Instagram.com/Spideydude Network. And then you can find us on YouTube. If you have not already, if you're listening to Audio Edition, you can find us at Spideydude Radio Network on YouTube. You can also leave us a voicemail like Walter usually does on episodes he's not a part of, 818-925-6631. I want to thank Mr. Walter, and I want to thank Mr. Adam for being on the episode. I want to thank all those that watched us live on the stream, and if you're watching us after the fact, I also want to thank you. So we will see you next week. This time next week, we'll be covering Ultimate Spider-Man, and we'll have Neil and Ashley and possibly Javi back on the episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.